Welcome to In the Backyard with Jelly. And if you've been watching my videos, you know I've posted a couple of videos on the green egg recently. And I have three favorites that I do mainly on the green egg, and they're excellent on the green egg, and I love them. And one of them was the ribs I did a couple of weeks ago. One was the salmon that I did last week. And tonight, it's going to be chicken. It's not here yet, but that's because I've got it inside. And I'm going to take you in there and show you what I do to it to get it ready. And I'll tell you a little bit. I do a spatchcocked chicken on the green egg. And again, it's my three favorites. It's my three go-to recipes for the green egg. Nothing does them better, these three things. And chicken is no different. It makes a chicken as good as I've ever ate, and I mean anywhere. And I know that sounds like a big statement, but it's the truth, and I really mean it. And but all I use is Lawry's seasoning and olive oil. I spray it with olive oil and sprinkle it with Lawry's. Now, I have two chickens, and I normally get 4.5 pound chickens, or 4 to 4.5 pound chickens. Well, tonight, Sam's only had two chickens that are 11 pounds, so it's 5.5 pounds a piece. I mean, they were like $9.91. So, you know, I bought them, and there wasn't another combination that worked well. So I'm not sure I'm going to cook them both at the same time. But another great thing about the green egg, I've got it set at 350. That's what I cook at. I'll cook one chicken. If both chickens crowd my green egg, I'll cook one chicken for us to eat tonight, and then the other chicken's for chicken salad anyhow. We don't even intend to eat it tonight, so then I'll cook it. But I may cook them both at the same time. I'm going to see how they look on the green egg. But what we're going to do here in a minute, I'm going to take you inside to where I have it in a brine solution, which I don't always do, but I have it in one tonight. And I'm going to show you how I spatchcock it right quick. You can find plenty of videos on it. I'm just going to show you what I do right quick, and I'm going to show you how I get it to temp. Because if you know, FDA says that a store or a supermarket can keep your chicken at 26 degrees and still call it fresh. Well, 26 degrees where I'm from is frozen. So, I mean, they're not always frozen, they're not stiff, but there'll be ice inside. So I always soak it in water or in a sink with water and an ice bath. I don't put warm water, I just put tap water and ice bath for 30 minutes or an hour just to equal out the temperature of the chicken to help it cook a little more evenly and better. But I do have some items, or I have some other, I kind of turn it into a brine sometimes, and that's what I've done tonight. So I'm going to fix to take it there and show you that. So y'all hang on, and I'll do that. Okay, so I'm just going to freehand the camera and show you there are the chickens in the sink, in the ice water bath. And a lot of times I just do an ice water bath. But tonight, and sometimes, like right now, I put Trapani, some of the Jacobsen salt I got with an order I made with them. And I used, I don't know, a good bit of amount. You can watch videos on how to do that. I'm not trying to show you how to brine. That might be a quarter or a half a cup. And then about a half a cup of Marsala wine is in there, and one lemon that I just cut in half and squeeze the juice in and drop the lime in. And like I said, they've been in there about an hour. So just trying to, you know, kind of regulate or get the temperature right, or all the same on that chicken. And by the way, there was ice inside both of those chickens when I opened them up. So now we're going to get them out on here. I'm going to show you a brief thing of what I do on spatchcocking. Again, plenty of videos on that out there, but I'm going to show you what I do. So y'all hold on. I'll get it set up and be back. Okay, so I've got the chickens out here, obviously, and I use a sharp knife. Now, everybody doesn't do it this way, but I use a sharp knife, and I just cut right down through here. And that way, I can kind of peel this skin back. Not that you need it, but you can see here, you end up with some you can kind of fold over right here for whatever reason. Just a little extra skin that you can do something with. Now, here's something you can, I've just bought these Fiskars. And so far, I like them. Now, one thing about them, they come apart. Now, I mean, they're not paid. I bought them. They're mine. I've got several different kinds. I got KitchenAid and Gerber. All of them, the main point is for them to come apart. And then how well they cut through bone. And I just did that one, and I was pretty much impressed with this. And you can see, it motors. In fact, it's not such a big deal with a chicken. It is with a turkey. And you need something really that can do that right there, break through bones, because a turkey has a pretty good sized bone where you just saw me go through right there. But then all you do is, of course, I'm going to take it in there and clean them out a little bit better, rinse them out, but then you just flip them over, just like this right here, and get them cleaned off. And that's the way we're going to spray this side, of course, with olive oil. Once we get it cleaned off, we'll spray this side with olive oil, cleaned and dried, and then shake it with some Lawry's and do the same thing with this side, and then we set it on that grill. And it's an excellent way to cook a chicken or a turkey, I assure you. And I mean, you could do something with that if you wanted to. I'm not, but you could. But anyhow, I'm gonna get the next step completed and I'll bring y'all back then. Okay, so I did get in a little bit of a hurry, and there was one last thing I forgot to show you. And I think that's the wishbone right there. You want to cut it or break it. And that right there works. Once you have it in two, you just flip it back over, and you don't even have to cut it. You can pretty much break them, but it does lay a little flatter when it does seem to do a little better when you cut them. Just snip that bone and then press down and get the chicken as flat as you can. Then of course you gotta work it out, but we're not done with it. We still gotta rinse it off, but it works. Anyhow, I'll bring y'all back in a second. Okay, so that is pretty much the amount that I put on it. That's about exactly what I like. Just a light to heavy coating. Of course, I brushed the olive oil around on there. You wanted a good coating of it. So all we got to do is I'm going to let that set and let that kind of set up just a minute. Then I'm going to flip those over, and we're going to oil the grate, which is a cast iron grate, by the way. That's a large egg with a cast iron grate. I'm going to oil it down a little bit. Then we're going to flip these over, oil the back side, the top side, and shake a little Lawry's on it and put them on the grill and get them going. We got to put the probes in because I'm going to watch temp. We're trying to get to say 160, 165. So be right back. Okay, so I've already sprayed those down with olive oil and brushed them down a little bit. So now all I'm going to do is put the Lawry's coating on them. And we're still the one thing, I got to make sure these are going to fit the way I like on my grill. Because if they don't, I can cook them one at a time. I think they will, and I got a feeling I have done it many, many times. I just, you know, when you're not eating but one, you don't have to. So I'm just really showing you this, though, to kind of give you an idea of how much Lawry's I put on it. Because I'm going to tell you, this is absolutely excellent. It makes the... Again, try it. Nothing but Lawry's. I think you'll be really, really, really impressed. So now, I'm going to find the thickest part of that breast, and I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to put this one here, and just for the fun of it, you know what, this one's a little thicker, so I'm going to go right here with that one. Now, all we have to do is kind of hurriedly, I'm going to close the vent, which is barely open anyhow, on the green egg. So I can raise this lid, spray it down with this, and then set these chickens on. So, it is time. Make sure you can see what's happening here. So, here we go. And like I said, you don't want to waste a lot of time doing this because you're letting temperatures kind of go crazy. I'm going to put it just like that. How about that? I'm going to set this one like this. I got to get that cable out from under there. I'm going to have to dust that one a little bit better. So, I want that one right there to be laying just like this. The way you put them on there is they'll look like that when you pull them off. So you got to keep that in mind. You want them to look good when you close that lid. So I'm going to retouch some of the seasoning that I messed with. And I promise you that's fixing to be some of the better chicken you've ever had. We're going to get that down right here. I'm going to bring these out here. Because I don't want to damage those leads. And we are up and running. All I got to do now is turn on the, plug in the leads to the meter. and wait till it gets to about 160. 165 is what they want. So I'm going to try and get as close to that as possible. Carryover will take you up, you know, if you stop it at 160, it'll get to 165. You don't have to worry about that. So, but anyhow, I'll see y'all back in a minute when it gets a little closer to that temp. Okay, so it's been a little over an hour. These larger chickens took longer than what I normally cook, and the outside of this was completely done. So that's the one that's going to be my chicken salad. And I'm going to let this one right here finished. We're going to eat tonight. But as you can see, it looks excellent, and I guarantee you it will be. We're going to let that, I'm going to put that one inside, and we're going to take the other one off here in a minute and cut it up. So, be right back. Okay, so as you can see, we're at 160, or I think you can. I'm not positive you can, but take my word. It's at 160. So I'm about to pull this one off. And this is the larger of the two chickens. And we're going to let that rest. And so we got two probes in it. So 159 and 161. And we're going to let that rest for a few minutes. Take it inside. And then we're going to cut it up. And again, I think you're fixing to be impressed. It's a really good chicken, and it is excellent. And I think you'll be impressed. Okay, so there they both are. And I don't know, I noticed in the camera, this is flickering a little bit, but it's 165 right now. So I pulled it at 160. One of them was on 160 and one was at 159. So in 8 minutes, it has gone up to 165. So, and carryover always does, you know, it's not that's what it does. So what we're going to do is cut this open. This is one I'm going to leave it whole because tomorrow we're going to use it for chicken salad. But this one, to show you what it looks like when you cut it up, is this right here. And you can see juices are running clear. I mean, and there's the inside of the chicken, but the juices are clear as they get. And I mean, the part I can't make you understand is how good it's going to taste. I mean, we have eaten these for a long, long time. And this is one of our favorite, like I said, one of the top 3 that we do on the green egg is chicken. And there's a reason. It's because it's that good. And making sure you can see that. It is as good of chicken as you will eat, and makes excellent chicken salad. It makes excellent Sunday dinner. It makes an excellent Tuesday night dinner. It's as good as it gets. That's all I'll say. And you can see it is. I mean, it's all the way through. Everything about it is really good chicken. It's excellent chicken. And it's hard to explain it. So anyhow, it's good. I'm eating a piece of it. It's excellent. Every part of it is. So anyhow, in the kitchen with Jelly. I really appreciate y'all watching my video. And try this on your green egg if you got one. If you don't, maybe you should go get one. Or one of the other ceramic grills. They all do the same thing pretty much. I can't speak for the rest of them. The green egg is as good at these 3 things I'm talking about as anything you'll have at your house. Chicken, ribs, and salmon. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. All of the below, as I say now, because all of it is below the screen. And I would appreciate that. Y'all have a good night. Come back to see me. Thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye.